the funeral of Brad Race, a former top aide to Governor Pataki. So there's been a lot of, and then George Steinbrenner and the voice of the Yankees also. I mean, Bob Shepard. It's been a very difficult week. However, the Senate probably isn't going to come back now because of Morahan's death. And the governor gave them yet another revenue bill. And guess what it includes in it? Property tax cap.
Yes. But before we get to the budget, could I say something about two people, two Republicans who really took public service seriously?
Oh, people are going to start talking about you.
No. No, Brad Race was an institutionalist, by which I mean he respected the institutions of governing and government in terms of his service with Ned Reagan and George Pataki. And this state owes him a debt for his service. And Tom Morahan was a throwback. When he didn't talk to you about polls or politics. He talked to you about Rockland County, Orange County, and mental health. And he was dogged on his district and the mental health issues. They will both be missed, and in many respects they were throwbacks, and I was honored to have known both of them.
Dave, you want to weigh in on any of the of your Republican?
No, I mean, I don't want to be repetitive and echo what Bruce said, other than to say it's why Bruce Jury is a class act, and I'm happy to be on.
You guys are supposed to actually disagree on this segment. I don't know. Like, can we? And I actually now feel that I can't move on because you've been so lovely, both of you, in remembering these two gentlemen. But
you want to get to the budget, which is a scrum?
Okay.
I think the governor. Maybe I am becoming a Republican. I don't know.
This is very frightening.
I think the governor. What's obvious in the way this budget broke down is if the governor had moved sharply and decisively to split the two houses by coming to agreement with the Senate around revenue, spending, and the SUNY flex, and the property tax cap, and kept the Senate away from the Assembly in that two-house, he would have really had something. If he had done that before the final extender was passed, he would have really had something. So now they're coming back and forth, and now the Senate Democrats have to decide, are they going to leave Bill Stokowski of Erie County and Brian Foley of Suffolk County, who very much want SUNY flex, some form of SUNY flex legislation for the two flagships that are in their area, SUNY Buffalo for Stokowski, Stony Brook for Foley. Are they going to leave them in the lurch? And I don't see how they can, but I would not predict what they're going to do.
Well, nobody could in their right mind. Dave, do you want to get the last word here for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Jeff Klein in particular has done a tremendous job with respect to looking out for those marginal members upstate and on the island who really need these kind of priorities that that Bruce has been talked about with respect to SUNY flex and the property tax cap. And to the extent that they're going to be successful in November, I think is really largely contingent upon Klein's and their ability to essentially hold out and make sure this stuff happens. Because let's face it, the rest of the budget's basically built on air, whether it's a cigarette tax or the Indian tax or whatever. It's all air. So they need to have some wins, and he's been holding out.
Next week I will morph back into being a rabid Democrat, and you'll morph back into being a rabid Republican.
We're out of time, but I just want, this is an alternate universe, people, that we've just entered into. Dave Catalpa saying nice things about a Bronx Democrat, Jeff Klein, and you just heard lovely things coming from Bruce Jory, a Democrat, talking about Republicans. So perhaps next time we'll be back on Planet Reality, but I want to thank you very much, Bruce Jory and Dave Catalpa, for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
Thanks, Liz.